science teaching. So the ability to incorporate science into your classroom and to be able to teach third graders but take them to the next level with their science ability. So the award really recognized how can you make your kids as passionate about learning it as you are about teaching it. Getting the Presidential Academic Excellence Award really spurred me to go and get my master's degree. It was the one thing that I knew I wanted to do, and getting the Presidential Award really pushed me to that next level of teaching by becoming a student again so I could become a better teacher. I couldn't get a master's degree from just anywhere. College is 2 hours away, so going to a brick and mortar college, a traditional college, to get a master's degree was not an option, but I was never going to increase my pay if I didn't get one. So I knew that WGU was my option. My schedule didn't have to change to get my master's degree. I held all my other jobs and was still able to get my degree in 7 months. What really stood out about my degree program was being able to use my experience. I had been teaching for 12 years at the time, and I didn't want that experience to be for nothing. I didn't want to take a class on elementary reading when I've already been teaching kids to read for 12 years. I wanted it to be quality. I wanted my past experience to mean something. I wanted it to have value, and at WGU, my past experience in teaching held accountability. It helped me get to the next level. It helped me already be prepared for the classes I was going to take. I didn't have to take redundant classes. I took classes that apply to my master's degree, which was really nice. I would say to anyone wanting to get their teaching degree that any time is the best time. These kids are here and they're waiting for a really good teacher, and whether it's a pandemic or not a pandemic, these kids are still here waiting for a really good teacher.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VU.
WGU believes that while talent is universal, opportunity is not. Consider this: 21 million Americans lack broadband internet. Plus, about 60% of those living in rural areas have problems with internet access, making online education difficult. Only 20% of undergrads are from low-income families. And while 38% of white Americans earn a bachelor's degree, just 24% of Black Americans, 21% of Indigenous Americans, and 17% of Hispanic Americans earn theirs. So here's a good question. To ensure equal probability of success for all students, should we treat them the same? No. And here's why. Treating everyone equally ensures they all get the same thing, whereas treating everyone with equity ensures they all get the specific thing they need. Let's take getting a bachelor's degree, for example. Thanks to open enrollment and admission discrimination laws, all high school grads technically have an equal chance to go to college. Yet, they often have different barriers blocking their path. If we gave them all the same tools, many would fail. But if we give them the right tools that best fit their unique needs, more are sure to succeed. That's why at WGU, we are actively advancing equity, so we can expand access to a better education, job, income, and life for all. Did you know that 22% of WGU students are from low-income families, 40% are first-generation college students, and 70% are from one or more underserved populations? Thanks to a commitment to furthering inclusion, we are successfully bridging the gap between talent and opportunity, equality and equity, one graduate at a time. Whether you've been thinking of going back to school for a few years or a lot longer, WGU Academy is the place to start. With a flexible online format that fits your schedule, personalized support from success coaches, and courses that earn you transferable credits, Academy can get you college ready in as little as 2 to 3 months. Plus, completing Academy guarantees you admission to WGU. The cost? Just $150 per month. Enroll at WGU Academy today and unlock your future.
I chose to go to WGU for 2 reasons. 1, the flexibility, and 2, the cost.
They understand that a lot of us are working full-time jobs, so we have to have that flexibility. And that was one of the main reasons I chose WGU.
You can make it your own. You can advance and go faster, or you really can just take it day by day.
If you're looking for something that's affordable, that gives you a great education and an opportunity to advance, WGU is definitely the school for you.
I grew up in Nicetown, not too far from here. In Nicetown, there was a saying at one time that there's nothing nice in Nicetown.
You have a whole bunch of people offering you drugs, guns, and just a way to go back to jail or die in them streets.
Growing up around here on the other side of the bridge, we didn't see a lot of people doing the right things, let's just say that.
We hadn't really seen many other people in our family or even in our community that we knew of that were college graduates. When I was in elementary school, my mother told my brother and I that we were going to college. I did very well in high school. I actually got a scholarship for a local university. 4 years into the 5-year program, I had gathered experience through my co-op, and I was offered a great job. When I started working, time just did not allow for me to complete the degree. I'm grateful that I found out about WGU, where I could take classes that fit my schedule. Is not only did I walk away with a degree, but I also walked away with a lot of certifications.
Shane runs our information technology division, which is a really complex and challenging set of activities.
I am Vice President of Information Technology at a company that drives growth to every corner of Philadelphia. It's rewarding every day to know that I'm making a difference.
I heard in a poem, if you hang around wolves, you'll learn how to howl. If you hang around eagles, you'll learn how to soar. Shane is an eagle.
Even at a young age, he was always trying to figure out how he can help others.
He is truly an inspiration to everybody at PIDC, and I think now through this mural, he's going to have the opportunity to be an inspiration to everybody in this whole community.
It's my hope that people will take a look at this, learn about Shane's story by reading the plaque, and be inspired.
It feels so good to see him up there, and then to think about the road he has traveled. I'm just so proud, very proud.
He turned out pretty good.
You cannot drive around Philly without seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of murals. And they tell a story, and it's a neighborhood story.
They're important because they tell the story of Philadelphia. They tell the story of the community. And what he shows is to people that they too can do it.
A future generation will see that someone just like them can make it. Someone just like them has a story to tell. And maybe it'll spark something in them to say, that's his story, so now I'm going to write mine.
I chose WGU because I really enjoyed the ability to work at my own pace and from home. Earning my degree has put me in the direction I need to be in order to be a really valuable member of the type of company that I work for now and want to continue to work for. I'm really thankful to WGU for helping me get there.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VIEW.
Before I was a nurse, I started out as a nursing assistant, and I also joined the military at the age of 17. In 2000, I got a really good opportunity through the military to go to a civilian program to become a licensed practical nurse, and I did that for about 18 years before I finished up my degree with WGU. My name is Andrew Nagel. I'm a registered nurse with the Indianapolis VA, and I got my BSN from WGU. In the United States military, I was initially trained back in the 1990s. It was called a 91 Bravo, which was a combat medic. I served in everything from combat support hospitals to ambulance companies. I did a lot of instructing, and so that kind of brought me to 22 years, and after 22 years, I felt it was finally time to retire. Working at the Indianapolis VA as a registered nurse is outstanding. It's an amazing place to work. I kind of am specialized in that I follow congestive heart failure and COPD patients specifically. Working for veterans, taking care of veterans, working amongst veterans because a large portion of our working force is veteran also. You know, that as much as anything has kept me in touch with my former career in the military, and it's been wonderful. For me, the rewards have been being part of a team that goes out and gives vaccinations to patients who are stuck in their homes and can't get out to hospitals or clinics. And they are so thankful. I can walk into a veteran's home, and we may come from vastly different worlds. Our upbringings might be different, we might be from different parts of the country, but because we have both served our country, we have that commonality. And as a nurse, that can be a very powerful thing because it helps build that nurse-patient relationship. And they'll chat your ear off. I mean, they're just happy that you're there and so thankful that you brought this medication out to them that's gonna help them, save their life, hopefully. Now is a great time to be a nurse. You're gonna feel good about what you do at the end of the day because you're helping people who need help.
Once you've experienced the benefits of WGU's affordable, personalized approach to getting your degree online, it's natural to want to tell everyone you meet. Now, there's an easier way to let friends and family know about WGU. Refer a Friend is a platform that makes it easy to tell friends and family about the benefits of WGU and earn rewards. Sign up just once to get a personalized link that you can share with as many people as you want on blogs, emails, forums, and your favorite social media platforms. You can track how many people have checked out WGU from your link and earn cool WGU gear in the process. More referrals, more rewards, more convenient. Sign up today to Refer a Friend and help us change people's lives through education.
Live and online from the Vivint Arena, this is the 2022 Western Governors University Commencement in Salt Lake City, Utah. This ceremony is for the master's graduates. This is a live broadcast and will be available for replay on WGU's YouTube channel and WGU's website.
Welcome. Welcome to the 88th Commencement for Western Governors University. My name is Tanya Drake, and I serve as the Regional Vice President at WGU. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to Salt Lake City, which is the headquarters for WGU. Graduates, family, and friends, thank you for joining us as we celebrate this special occasion. Our ceremony is being recorded and streamed live over the internet, and a special welcome to all those who are online joining us across the country and around the world. If you are able, we ask you to please stand and remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning and welcome, everyone. Please be seated. I'd like to thank Matt Robbins of Cedar Hills, Utah, for performing our national anthem. Thank you so much, Matt. For 12 years, Matt worked in the healthcare and fitness industry before switching to teaching 4 years ago. Matt earned his master's in teaching secondary science biology from WGU and will be teaching science this year at a school right here in Salt Lake City. Thank you, Matt. It is my honor to convene the 88th Western Governors University Commencement. Please know that the safety of our graduates, our guests, our faculty, staff, and all attending or supporting this commencement is of utmost importance. We thank each and all of you for taking the precautions necessary to allow this event to occur and to allow us to do so safely. On behalf of the entire university and our Board of Trustees, we welcome our honored graduates and congratulate you on completing one of life's great achievements. Let's give them a round of applause. WGU graduates, this is a day I hope will remain with you forever. Each of you have accomplished something extraordinary. Your graduation is a milestone reached, a dream achieved. It's the culmination of numerous challenges faced and obstacles overcome. This year, we are celebrating 25 years since WGU's founding. Just 5 years ago, we were celebrating 87,000 graduates. Today, we are honored to celebrate more than 285,000 graduates. WGU serves night owls, those who are working hard and studying late, earning their degrees while they uphold commitments to families and jobs. And for you, there's been an added layer of complexity. You did it in the midst of a pandemic, a period in which you were compelled to adapt and grow in ways not previously imagined. Today's milestone represents an unprecedented level of dedication, persistence, creativity, and resilience. And for that, we congratulate and celebrate you. At this moment in history, the world needs individuals exactly like you. Those unafraid of new challenges, those with the tenacity to surmount the insurmountable, the foresight to anticipate the unforeseeable, the flexibility to adapt, and the commitment to persist no matter what. Those who have shown us that there's only one way to go, and that is forward. The education you've received here at WGU has prepared you well for such a task. You're now equipped to move yourselves, your families, and your communities forward, and we know you'll be successful. You join only 13% of adults in the United States who hold a master's degree. Many of you are graduating today with a family member. We offer special congratulations to those who are sharing this accomplishment with a loved one. WGU is grateful to be recognized year after year as a military-friendly university. We are especially proud to honor the military members who are graduating. We thank you for your service to our country. You may have noticed that our military graduates are proudly wearing red, white, and blue cords today to symbolize their service to our country. We thank these brave individuals, and will you now please stand to be recognized? Thank you so much for your service. Also joining us are many of our WGU faculty and staff. Please put your hands together, graduates, to show your appreciation for the time and dedication they put into their work. Thank you. I'd like to share some facts about today's graduating class. 25% of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. We extend a special congratulations to you. Your average age is 37 years old, the youngest is 20, and the oldest is 74. %70 of you are women. The average time to earn a master's degree was 2 years and 6 months. 32 states are represented here today. The state with the most graduates is Utah, with 731. And our graduate who traveled the farthest to join us today is from Massachusetts. After traveling 2,400 miles, he sits with us on this stage, graduate speaker Sean Fernando. Sean, I think you have a fan club right over here. So thank you, Sean, and all of those who've traveled great distances to be with us here today. You all work diligently to reach an educational milestone that will change the course of your own history and influence future generations. Thank you for allowing all of us here at WGU to play a part in the fulfillment of your dream. It has truly been our honor. Now it is my privilege to present an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters to Dr. Terry Crane. When Terry joined our board in 2000, WGU had fewer than 1,000 students. I still wonder what she was thinking at that point. We had even at that point, had not yet earned our accreditation. In the last 20 years, though, WGU has grown to be the largest degree-granting institution in the country, with an average of 4,000 students graduating each month. That is incredible. Terry believes that scale is how the mission gets to market, and we are thankful for her contributions to WGU through this impactful growth trajectory. Terry's career began in a Texas classroom, but the personal computing revolution broadened her vision. She has a passion for technology, believing in its power to make knowledge accessible to the masses, and Terry, it did just that. I firmly believe WGU would not have reached the scale and impact that it has without the blessing of 2 decades of Terry's leadership and vision. All of us at WGU are profoundly grateful for your relentless faith in our mission to change lives for the better by creating pathways to opportunity. It's also with deep gratitude that I thank Terry for establishing the Dr. Terry Crane Scholarship, which will support women in education, educational technology, or information technology. This is most generous. Let's give her a round of applause for that. On behalf of all of us here today, thank you, Terry. Will you now please join me at the lectern? Marnie, will you also join? You get that? Okay. Terry, today we express our deepest appreciation and esteem, and it's my privilege to present you with this honorary degree. Congratulations, Terry.
Wow. I woke up this morning and I thought, oh my gosh, this is my 4th college degree in 50 years. Almost to the date. So I wanted to say a few words to you today. There's a lot of people at home watching. Thank you. My journey with WGU started 20 years ago when somebody came to my office in AOL and asked us to be a part of launching online this new idea of a university. I thought it was the most exciting educational idea I had heard in decades. 20 years later, I was still on the board. I didn't have any idea it would go that long. I want to thank President Pulsver and the university for this amazing honor. And I want to say to you, I was going through, what do I say to this young group of graduates in the middle of their careers, a lot of you, and I saw this card and it said, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the number of moments that take our breath away. You will have one of those moments today when you walk across the stage and receive your master's degree. Because, I don't know if you know this, but you have joined the 6% club. Do you know what that is? You are the 6% of Americans over 25 that have a master's degree. Only 6%. This is a significant part of your journey and one you will always be proud of. My 40-year career journey started in the kindergarten classroom and today is in the corporate boardroom. And I get asked a lot, how did I take that journey? So as all graduation speeches, I have to give you a few things to think about. So there's 5 B's in my life. Number 1, be an expert in something relevant to your profession. You will always be needed. Number 2, be a part of the creation and solution to the opportunities and problems that you will face. Number 3, be the one who builds a personal and business network of mentors and colleagues. It will always pay back. Number 4, be a contributor to your community. And number 5, be the person who makes a difference in other people's lives. If you do those things, your journey will be as exciting as mine has been over 40 years. And I want to end with just this little story from my experience. In 2001, the Minister of Information Technology of the country of China called us at AOL, where I was Vice President of Education and Families at that time. And he wanted us to come to China and teach them about this new thing for learning called the internet. So a bunch of us went in a delegation over to China, and the night before, we were sitting in a famous tea room in Beijing, And all the Chinese were on one side of the table. All the American delegation was on the other side. It was very formal. And at the end of the dinner, the Minister of Information Technology of China looks down the row and goes, "Song." And this darling woman jumps up on his side of the table and sings Old Lang Syne a cappella in beautiful English. Then he looks at our head guy and he goes, "Song." Our head guy was a lawyer. He panics, this is about saving face. So he looks up and down the table and he goes, "Someone, please." Well, my delegation was all systems engineers. And then me, down at the end of the table, and I look at him and I go, "The Yellow Rose of Texas?" He says, "Terry, anything, just get up and sing." So I got up and I started clapping and singing The Yellow Rose of Texas. By the end of my song, everybody on the Chinese side was clapping and singing with me. The minister today still calls me the Yellow Rose. And I sat down after saving face for my team, and I thought, after all my years and all my experiences, that day, being a corporate executive at that table, all I needed to know, I learned teaching kindergarten. So I want to thank you for this honor. My heartfelt congratulations to all of you as you start your journey. And we couldn't be happier and prouder of all of you. Thank you.
Let's give Terry one more round of applause. Thank you so much, Terry. If we took that word of wisdom there, that all you learned that you need to know in the corporate world, you learned in kindergarten, I think we could redesign some of our curriculum, Marnie. Just kidding. It's a lot tougher than that to get. Yeah. And now we have the honor of hearing from two of your fellow graduates. I'm delighted to introduce Jaden Smith, Master of Business Administration from here in Utah. And then we'll hear from Sean Fernando, our also Master of Business Administration from Massachusetts. Please join me in welcoming to the lectern Jaden.
Good morning, fellow graduates, WGU faculty, mentors, friends, and family. I am incredibly honored and proud to be here with you today in commemoration of this incredible accomplishment. Today is a day to celebrate each of you and the countless hours of work, sacrifices, and dedication leading to this moment. I would like to first take a minute and recognize a few key individuals, without whose support we wouldn't be here today. To our course instructors and program mentors, thank you for always encouraging and enabling our success in our respective degree programs and equipping us with the tools we needed to succeed. You truly are the embodiment of WGU's mission to change lives for the better by creating pathway to opportunity. To our families, friends, and in my case, especially my incredible husband, thank you for your constant support, encouragement, affirmation, and care as we embarked on one of the most challenging and rewarding journeys of our lives. We couldn't have done this without you. While we are all here in unison of this incredible accomplishment, we each had our own paths and inspirations leading us here, and I'd like to share a little about mine with you today. I first began my journey with WGU pursuing my bachelor's degree in early 2018. I was fortunate to be the recipient of the Utah Jazz Scholarship and was excited to be continuing my education. But, as it always seems to go, life had some curveballs headed my way. Midway through my second term, our family was rocked by unexpected news when my younger brother Jackson was diagnosed with leukemia. Following his diagnosis and at the conclusion of my term, I took a leave from my education to focus on family. After a hard and courageous battle, the combinations of chemo, cancer, and time took their toll, and Jackson passed into a peaceful sleep on September 9th, 2019. It was over a year before I returned to my education. On the tails of grief, I had lost my motivation for education and bettering myself. And after being away for what felt like so long, I had no desire to return to climb the metaphorical mountain that was finishing my degree. It wasn't until I was reminded of something my brother once said, that the fire that continues to be my inspiration was lit, and I was able to become the person standing here with you today. While in the hospital for what none of us then realized would be the last time, my stepfather set up a slideshow of life photos for Jackson to play on his TV. My stepfather, Jay, asked Jackson if he knew why he had all of the photos of him set up. And Jackson said, "It makes me wish I had a second chance." Jay then asked him what he would do differently with a second chance, and Jackson immediately responded with 3 things. 1, I would care less about what others think. 2, I would care more about how I make others feel. And 3, I would live life to the fullest. It hit me when I heard these things again nearly a year later. It made me stop and evaluate, was I caring too much about what others thought? Was I aware of how I made others feel? And ultimately, was I living my life to the fullest? I have my chance at life laid before me. How do I want to live it? How do each of you here today want to live it? Jackson's 3 things inspired me to set many goals in my life, the most overarching of which was to complete my education. And so, despite already working full-time, I returned to WGU in November of 2020, completing my remaining 74 credits in just one 6-month term and earning my bachelor's degree. The fire that had been lit in me continued to burn, and I once again returned to WGU in December 2021, completing my MBA program in, again, just 6 months, and subsequently attaining my new position at the fastest growing financial institution in America. Jackson's words continue to drive me every day, and I hope they can be an inspiration for each of you as well. Everyone sitting in this room has undoubtedly been plagued by the doubt or disbelief of others at some point in their life. Some of you may even have faced this when pursuing the degree that earned you your seat at this commencement. Look what you've accomplished despite what others may have thought. Look where you are and the trajectory that this accomplishment has set you on. Will you let yourself be deterred by the voices around you, or would you care less about what others think, as Jackson would, and continue to make your own way in this world? It has been a long road for each of us to this moment. There have been times for most where we have had those in positions of power look down on us and make us feel lesser than. The degrees we have all obtained have the potential to open endless doors. Many here now today are now or will be in positions of power and influence as we move on in our careers and lives. I invite you to care more about how you make others feel every day. You can be the leader and example you may have wished you had. You can be the difference in the lives of those around you. Finally, I hope each one of you live life to the fullest. You have taken a monumental step towards this goal by accomplishing what you have today. While every one of us may have our own interpretation of what it means to live our life to the fullest, I hope you reach for it every single day. We are at the forefront of an incredible new chapter of our lives, and only we can decide how we want to live it. I invite each of you to find inspiration in Jackson's words, as I do every day, and I implore you to leave here today caring less about what others think, caring more about how you make others feel, and with a drive to live your life to the fullest. Thank you, and congratulations.
Hello, my fellow WGU graduates. My name is Sean Fernando, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. One of my favorite quotes belongs to Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. And we did it, every one of us. You are here because you showed perseverance, grit, patience, and just that little extra motivation that you pulled out when you needed it most. You faced the impossible and kept going. It's done. Personally, I believe I'm here because I knew when not to listen. Sounds weird, right?
Bear with me. I didn't listen when I was told that a teen parent was unlikely to graduate from college and become a successful professional. Instead, the love of my child gave me the drive I needed to keep going. I didn't listen when I withdrew from college after high school when an advisor told me that most people who left would never return. The will to show my mom my degree pushed me to keep going, to pick things back up with WGU and move towards the finish line. I certainly didn't listen when I was told I should take a term off when my youngest was born. I studied on paternity leave while waiting for him to arrive. I even brought a Kindle into the recovery room to be sure to be able to read a textbook. My mentor got the first text with a picture of our new baby. I studied while he slept. I studied when I wanted to sleep too. Providing a better life for my family gave me the nudge to make coffee, suck it up, and bust out the books. When I graduated with my bachelor's, yet again, I didn't listen when people told me I should take a year off to enjoy my academic success. I was researching the master's program the very next month, and I enrolled for the first eligible term. Being cheered on by WGU staff at my progress reinforced my desire to maintain momentum. Now I know so far that makes me sound like I never listen, which, I mean, my wife might agree with me on that one. Oh, you honey. When I was young, it was just me and my mom for a while, and she always told me to reach for the stars. I followed her advice and learned to set goals for everything. In elementary school, I had my list of future achievements all laid out. I wanted to cure cancer, run for president, and potentially become an astronaut. Easy things. As we often must do, I recalibrated my life goals, specifically ones that didn't involve the space program. I learned to set them in more reasonable increments, and WGU has helped me with many of those goals. I leveraged the lessons learned at WGU when I worked on a COVID-19 assistance program through work, leaned into the same skills to secure a role when my company restructured due to the pandemic, and I still roll in WGU lessons during my day-to-day work as a global leader. I even provided a thank you to WGU, and my company, Married International, recently presented me with a Leader of the Quarter award, and shortly after, a promotion to a senior management role as well. I hope all of you take a moment to remember the times when you didn't listen. And I hope you hold on to the memories, even the shaky ones, from your college career. I think my personal favorite was the time my cat joined me for an objective assessment. I was plugging away at the halfway mark when I saw her quietly creep into the room. I started to panic because I didn't know that pets were actually allowed in the room. She plunked down next to the camera and unplugged it. My heart stopped. The proctor quickly shared that she did in fact see a cat's backside approaching the camera and let me continue the exam without further interruption. Thankfully, my cat also allowed me to continue without further interruption. I hope you recognize your greatness and that you're able to celebrate in full. I want to provide a quick thank you to my mom and my dad, to my wife and children, and my friends who cheered me on all the way through. I hope all of you celebrate with your peers, the loved ones around you, and perhaps the ones who are unable to be here today to see us shine. They're all proud of you. Carry forth the knowledge that if you have succeeded with nothing else, you are here today and you did this. You are amazing. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaden and Sean, for sharing your stories. Jade and I have indeed found inspiration in your brother Jackson's words of advice, and I'm certain everyone heard your message today did as well. I'm especially respect his words on caring more about how we make others feel. I think that's the definition of leadership in so many different ways. I'm glad to have your brother's inspiration to help you succeed in life, and I have no doubt you will continue to achieve great things. Thank you so much. Sean, I think this might be the first time I agree with the advice not to listen. That has served you very well. I'm grateful for that. You didn't listen to the critics and you kept going. You and your fellow night owls all have achieved something great. I hope you all keep that momentum. I'm glad to hear your success too as a global leader. And if you still want to pursue that space program, you're going to want to listen to our next speaker. She might have someone you could. She might be someone you want to talk to. So I'm now pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, Letitia Hawkins. Letitia might have one of the coolest jobs ever. Letitia works at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. That's right, NASA. Born in Philadelphia, her current role has her located in Silicon Valley at the Ames Research Center. In 1988, Letitia earned her Bachelor of Arts in Sociology from the historic Spelman College in Atlanta. And 2 years later, she earned a Master of Arts in Sociology from the University of Delaware. That same year, she was hired by NASA as a presidential management intern. Since that time, Letitia has held various roles at NASA, including Human Resources Generalist, Supervisor, Training Officer, Branch Chief, and Leadership Development Mentor. Currently, she manages various human capital projects to promote safety, work-life balance, diversity, inclusion, and recruiting and retaining NASA talent. Letitia is a life member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority and Jack and Jill of America. She is wife to Martin and mother to Nyambi and Naomi. Please welcome Letitia Hawkins.
Thank you to the Western Governors University Administration for allowing me to give today's commencement speech. Thank you to Sarah Van Winkle for helping prepare me to be here. And a big thanks to Gonzalo Pena for recommending me to the administration. I want to also acknowledge the graduates' support systems. You contributed to your graduates' success too. Yeah, you can give yourselves a hand. I am humbled to be before you to provide encouraging words on your very special day. You have worked hard and now you have achieved advanced degrees. Please take the time to celebrate your accomplishment. Don't view this as a been there, done that type of experience. Not everyone that desires an advanced degree is successful. I bet some of you are surprised that you even made it. So congratulations. Though I am so happy to be here and ecstatic for you, aside from encouraging you, I'm going to challenge you to do more. The student population at WGU is very non-traditional. Many of you have earned your degrees while caring for families and holding down jobs. You know what it's like to be in your field, carving out your place in your careers. You are special in that you brought your experience into your education and your school has prepared you to do more. I have been where you are. As mentioned, I got my degrees from Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, and the University of Delaware. Both of my undergraduate and master's degrees are in sociology. After I graduated with my master's degree, I was so happy when I was selected to be in the Presidential Management Internship Program, which is a program for advanced degree master's candidates pursuing management in the federal service. I have worked my whole career at NASA. I know that working at the same job for 30 years is unusual and very old school. And having that job to be a government job too, that's almost cliche. But I am a 60s baby, and our parents wanted us to make secure career choices. And my mother, the late Edna Hill, wanted me to also be useful in my career. I was fortunate because my choice allowed me to fulfill my career goals as well as my personal goals. There is a real misconception about federal service. Civil servants, we have great benefits and challenging work. I can personally vouch that NASA, which, by the way, has for the 10th year in a row been named one of the best places to work in the federal government, has been supportive of my employee work-life balance, training, and development. NASA believes there is a business case for not only embracing diversity, inclusion, and equity, but we put resources and talent towards meeting strategic recruitment and retention goals. As a human resources specialist, I have been afforded the opportunity to take challenging assignments, change roles, and recruit on behalf of NASA. And we all know NASA is on the cutting edge of STEM research and development. Take a look at these images from the James Webb Telescope. So this first image is a full-scale James Webb Space Telescope model at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Image 2 is the James Webb showing a dying star. NASA's Webb captures the dying star's final performance in fine detail. Image 3 is Stephan's Quintet, which is a visual grouping of 5 galaxies and is best known for being predominantly featured in the holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Today, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope reveals the quintet in a new light. This enormous mosaic is the Webb's largest image to date, covering about 1/5 of the moon's diameter. Image 4 are mountains and valleys. This landscape of mountains and valleys speckled with glittering stars is actually the edge of a nearby young star-forming region in the Carina Nebula. Captured in infrared light by NASA's James Webb Telescope, this image reveals for the first time, previously invisible areas of the star's birth. These are amazing images, right? I am supporting a mission that I believe in, and I also get to work remotely. Not that remotely, but in California. My desire to do more has been supported by NASA. I have volunteered as a NASA employee to teach children in underserved communities about science, and I've been on teams for other service projects that help to provide awareness to other social issues. Why would an employer do all of this? Because NASA's biggest asset is our people, and our people are passionate about their work, their communities. Every day we do more. And actually, in light of the fact of the pandemic we've just been through, I've been taught that nothing is to be taken for granted, and we don't know what tomorrow brings, so I feel blessed to be able to do more. As also mentioned, I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, which was founded in Howard University in 1908. I serve through my church, I mentor college students, and because a parent's job is never done, I also have 2 daughters that I'm there for when they need my advice and guidance, and I'm also the wife to a hardworking man. So, in light of all of this, I ask you, have you taken time to reflect on how you have been changed during your journey to this day? The fact that you are here proves that you are resilient and hardworking. What else have you learned about yourself? When you self-reflect, you gain clarity on how you can impact this world or even just your small part of it. You are more than you were when you embarked on your degree journey. How can you use the new you to do more? When I was preparing for today, I was sent the mission and core values of WGU. Did you know that WGU is committed to service? Service to its students and underserved communities so that they can live better and more successful lives. So now in knowing this, you must represent your alma mater and do more. How can you help someone who needs a kind word or encouragement to keep striving? You've seen how poorly we can treat our fellow humans. Are you just going to let that slide? For whom can you advocate, be a friend, or mentor? I have no doubt you're going to take these degrees and get awesome jobs, create better businesses, and live great lives. But along the way, who are you going to help? Graduates, bask in today's accomplishment. When the cheers are done, reflect on the human you are and how you can be used for the betterment of something bigger than yourself. Of course, I want you to consider federal service, and I'm going to show you how. I used to start the internship that I mentioned that I used to start my career, the Presidential Management Internship Program. It still exists today under the name of the Presidential Management Fellows Program, and you can go check it out at pmf.gov. Another way to search for federal jobs is through usajobs.gov. This is where all federal government vacancies are posted. In addition to regular positions, check out our Pathways recent graduate positions. All of you have up to 2 years from your graduation date to apply for those recent graduate positions. Lastly, check out the career page on NASA where you can learn everything you need to pursue a career in NASA. I wouldn't leave you hanging. Congratulations. Again, graduates, you have done a big thing. Now go forth and do more. Thank you.
That's awesome. I don't know how often you have a captive recruiting audience like that, but that was awesome. So, what'd you say, within 2 years of graduation? All right. Well, I know a place I can get another master's degree. So all of us may want to work at NASA now, especially if we could become like consultants on Apple TV's Plus, like For All Mankind or something like that. That would be great. Letitia, the challenge you issued to do more, particularly that of helping out others, is one I accept. I think you certainly embody C.S. Lewis's famous quote, "The most sacred thing presented to our senses is our neighbor," and reminding us that, in fact, helping our graduates change their lives by creating pathways to opportunity. That's one of the greatest things that each and every one of you and each and every one of us can do. How do we strengthen and uplift those around us? Thank you for being here, Letitia, and for issuing such an important challenge. Now, Dr. Marnie Baker-Stein will confer degrees.
Thank you, Scott. We will now recognize each of our master's degree graduates who wear a hood bearing the color of their discipline. Would the candidates for master's degrees and educator endorsements please rise if you are able? That's all of you. There you go. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree or endorsement that you have earned, to include the Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Science, or Educator endorsement, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations and welcome to the community of innovative, bold, and credible professionals at WGU. Please be seated for the moment. The following leaders from each of our colleges will now invite graduates to the stage for their moment in the spotlight. Casey, woohoo! Casey Clark, Director of Business Programs, College of Business. Dr. Janelle Sokolowicz, Academic Vice President, Leavitt School of Health. Ashutosh Tiwari, Senior Vice President, College of Information Technology, and Dr. Stacy Ludwig Johnson, Vice President, Academic Operations, School of Education. Casey?
Thank you, Marnie. College of Business, we're up first. You ready? On behalf of the faculty, staff, and leadership of the College of Business, I want to say congratulations on this huge accomplishment. Please rise and come forward to be recognized individually at the direction of the Marshal.
Stephen D. Johnson.
Davina Roan. Davina Roan.
Lindsay Davidson.
Joseph Mormon.
Erica Petro.
Christine Pearson.
Darren Rowley.
Ryan Lackey.
Paige Merriweather.
Jen Miller.
April Warby.
Natalie Larson.
Samantha Young.
Haitham Mansour.
Michael Fotheringham.
Nathan Mendoza.
Harvey Walker.
Roberta Ann Dixon.
Dirk Smith.
Christopher Wilson.
David Apolis.
Ike Ugokwe.
Jaden Smith.
Tanu Amamo.
Sean Fernando.
Trevor O'Neill.
Beth Case.
Jennifer Jones.
Michelle Baker.
Kelsey Heyer Barton.
Heather Roche.
Hayden Johnson.
Angela Wilkin.
Aaron Hansen.
Linda Hansen.
Stephanie Anderson.
KB Catalano.
Brittany Wehunt.
Josh Allred.
Sally Ebling.
Jessica Rico.
Michael Gulcher.
Stacy Pratt.
Robin Gallagher.
Christina Stevens.
Janice Wagner.
Donna Toller.
Weston Cordon.
Jasmine Bundy.
Miranda Stroud.
Michelle Bird.
Dwayne Schaaf.
Andrea Meesum.
Yumi Pena.
Linda Bethke.
Travis Rogers.
Angela Hunter.
Chad Meekum.
Jacqueline Sadler.
Tennyson Favre.
Kathleen Roldan.
Jason Bell.
David Maloney.
Sherry Michelle Burgess.
Sandra Luna.
Cambria Whiteley.
Jonathan Rodriguez.
Adam Rhodes.
Shelby Martin.
Jason Rhodes.
Austin Gray.
Catherine Naramore.
Michelle Perrin.
Peter Wright.
Sarah Barron.
James Egon.
Julianne Martinson.
Barzin Hashimi.
Shannon Clark.
Afshin Hashimi.
Leslie Canfield.
Dallas Johnson.
Mary Dunphy.
Carolee Gregory.
Basil Garcia.
Jessica Manalastas.
Heidi Wimple.
Thomas Crowther.
Monica Hoyt.
Vanessa Rojas.
Seth Majors.
Juan Jaimez Diaz.
Wendy Winder.
Joshua Bullard.
Charles Parker.
Colin Silva.
Gama Huerta.
Jory Derry.
Stacy Schultz.
Victoria Hopkinson.
Spencer Peterson.
Ani Moore.
Aaron Howard.
David Emery.
Viviana Wilson.
Andrea Anida Fennell.
Julia Sams.
Zoe Rochelle.
Megan Fiolea Havili Tofu.
Melissa Chua.
Elizabeth Espinoza.
Irma Campos.
Jonathan Damon.
Michael Pratt.
Alejandra R.C. Burba.
Lisa Kovalov.
Brandon Balschwaller.
Michael Hardy.
Genevieve Cesar Morrison.
Sergio Morales.
Praveen Sharan Srivastava.
Nathan Laman.
Lindsay Westerbeck.
Jaquila Pig.
David Camelli.
Robina Pals.
Ryan Ralstone.
Tamara Martin.
Michelle Guastella.
Ammon Eddy.
Casey Christensen.
Ingrid Gonzalez.
Chevelle Sleaford.
Samuel Patton.
Cynthia Altemeyer.
Jenna Baker.
Beatrice Aguirre Avarubis.
Brian Warren.
Telena Sorensen.
Samantha Hawes.
Ryan Putman.
Jill Morris Chapman.
Ivan Cisneros.
Taylor Marsh.
Derek Asir Mutharajan Caleb.
Kevin Ingraham.
Vanessa Cobian.
Jennifer Canold.
Marla Martinez.
Resti Muznigi.
Thomas Cosby.
Tamra Code.
Spencer Campbell.
Chris Sampson.
Jace Frampton.
Francis Dickerson.
Bart Knight.
Nathan Eli Day.
Anasani Tonga.
Rana Brinkman.
Alexis Harvey.
Marie Miller.
Koa Kathleen Safe.
Sierra Draper.
Amber Edwards.
Nathan Bigelow.
Nancy Mueller Nelson.
Afton Burton.
Isaac Aldridge.
Heather DeWall.
Tana Yipe.
Ian Bliss.
Casey Kress.
John Yak.
Diana Jimenez.
Keaton Gelwicks.
Valeria Shumilova.
David Rora.
Jeffrey Benton.
Christopher Moore.
Julia Branch.
Alec Howard.
Tanya Downs.
Tafadzwa Tanjani Shumba.
Anita Austin.
Johnson Adyoshima.
Michelle Nylander.
Davita Andenode.
Melissa Perkins.
Paul Miro.
Michelle Stephens.
Heather McKay.
Alexander Craig Randall.
Andrea McKay.
Michael Newbury.
James Huntington.
Chang Hua Zhu.
Alan Fountain.
Joseph Klein.
Carrie Allred.
Melissa Brown.
Tiffany Greathouse.
Megan McCracken.
Demilad Oloede.
Nicholas Harmon.
Lindsay Maxfield.
Melanie Yetter.
Kelsey Maxfield.
Angela Hendry.
Chuck Scholmeyer.
Katrina Perry.
Tyler Toon.
Carrie Ann Harting.
Joseph Watson.
Rebecca C. Jones.
Anthony Grotzer.
Trevor Jones.
Zaina Dupay.
Kevin Swoboda.
Braden Crockett.
Hendrik Fremming.
Corey Rindlisbacher.
Carly Markeltz.
Adam Pearson.
Jared Aranda.
Felicia Hohola.
Joanna Sklenar-Smith.
Christina Bryce.
Noelle Factor.
Joy Tolman.
Tia Dillman.
Derek Tolman.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Zane De Lucia.
Marianne Sume.
Velizar Milchev.
John Summers.
Brian Stiver.
Angela Lanoy.
Sean Ann Lindsay.
Matthew Lanoy.
Colby Young.
Taja Jackson.
Ian Graham.
Casey Kelly.
Shirley Marisol Montesinos.
Priscilla Garcia.
Cassidy Huntsman.
Riley Fairbanks.
Kaylin Huntsman.
Natalie Knudsen.
Brennan Ray.
Spencer Lynch.
Goodwin McCutcheon.
Catherine Jensen.
Rainey Bradshaw.
Kelly Jensen.
Susan Burns.
Hosea David.
Elizabeth Lee.
Isaac Ingram.
Star Nelson.
Dax Tusher.
Jacqueline Nebeker.
Yvette Ampero.
Kristen Dietz. Matthew Everett. Allison Dano. Shelby Downs McKenna.
Amanda Anduma.
Julio Puentes.
Megan Stolp.
Adele Hamilton.
Megan Walker Young.
Brooke Roberts McKeever.
Ashley Furr.
Nicholas Wynn.
Erica Tate.
Deanna Rhodes.
Liliana Pizarro.
Jessica Krieger.
Christina Robinson.
Sarah Fitzgerald.
Paige Hengel.
Alicia Platt.
Amy Howarth.
Ian Acey.
Priya Majmundar.
Stephen Stoll.
Melissa Jensen.
Rachel Aubeg.
Angela Condon.
Madeline Saltzman.
Partiksha Hundan Bungale.
Jamie Trampty Brassfield. Vicky Porter. Assad Mack. And congratulations to the graduates of the School of Business.
Congratulations. I want to first say congratulations to the healthcare leaders of America. We all owe them our due diligence and appreciation. And I also want to congratulate the first ever graduates from our newly named Michael O. Levitt School of Health. Thank you to Governor Levitt for all of the work that you've done. So starting with the first row, and it looks like they're already up here, if you can please come forward to the direction of the marshals to be recognized individually.
Lauren Harahill Sane.
Magdolna Zitting.
Rebecca Simmons.
Betty Grant.
Bobby Renee Comer.
Diana Guerrero.
Kirsten Cox.
Juliet Intravicit.
Jenny Shree.
Trish Elliott.
Ulrike Draper.
Crystal Doucette.
Maria Pilisaris.
Sarah Pate.
Amy Flishman.
Arnulfo Delo Cruz.
Kim Brown.
Sarah Dye.
Danon Kirk.
Allie Barnes.
Rhonda Gunther.
Brooke K. Wilkins.
Madison Farnsworth.
Ashley Killingsworth.
Genevieve Noel Rickett.
Aurelia Thompson.
Ryan Giles.
Stephanie Peterson.
Chantel Onken.
Emily Pittman.
Kimberly Orton.
Alicia Rossi.
Terry Davis.
Ruiz Perez Pablo.
Devin Alvey.
Barbara Konopka.
Hannah Lynch.
Christy Goodman.
Michelle Hansen.
Tara DeMuth Fenton.
Rachel Day.
Jasmine Swan.
Arlene Abarca.
Amy Tips.
Alma Jane Prages.
Deborah Vitta.
Miguel Alvarado.
Christy McCormick.
Michael Bell.
Taylor Leonelli.
Natalie Mia.
Bonnie Anderson.
Jennifer Baker.
Catherine Michelle Bennett Howell.
Carlos Velasco.
William Pangan.
Kelly Glad.
Frankie Stevenson.
Marie David.
Kayla Peterson.
Gina Tyler.
Jennifer Columber.
Holly Jones.
Brian Marquez.
Michelle Higgins.
Maricela Rodriguez.
Renee Taylor.
Natalie Mary Montoya.
Tiffany Coleman.
Brittany Farrell.
Kaylee Larson.
Angela Carilla.
Stephanie Jones.
Timber Dickman.
Anaida Davidian.
Jameson Milburn.
Christy Ramirez.
Marian Adenike Akinola.
Karen Fiscus.
Taylor Keel.
Valerie Gibson.
Marie Christine Mauricio.
Nathan Alexander.
Heather Solomon.
Brianna DeRogatis.
Gabrielle Egbert Arnold.
Antonisha Lewis.
B. Pandit.
Rowena Augustin.
Dominique Sampson.
Heather Dice.
Dawn Draffen.
Margaret Elizabeth Matey Lee.
Cheyenne Nelson.
Courtney Wagner.
Laura Arzak. Congratulations to the graduates of the Michael O. Levitt School of Health.
College of Information Technology graduates, congratulations. You did it. Now let's go change the world. Note to self, we need to graduate more College of IT folks here. Will the graduates from the College of Information Technology, starting with the first row, or actually all of you, please come forward at the direction of the marshals to be recognized individually. Thank you.
Billy Calderon.
Matthew Weber.
Christy Billups.
Anthony Martin.
Benjamin Mayfield.
Robbie Herrera.
Dave Knighton.
Julie Smith.
Stephen Paul Centeno.
Keith Villardo.
Zachary Johnson.
Legrand Monfleury.
Raphael Dominic Opan.
Jessica Rojas.
Dustin Walters.
Todd Vogt.
Chris Pickard.
Patrick Hopkins.
Harita Mulberry.
Caitlin Johnson.
Carlos Moreras Leon.
Kayla Armstrong.
Hope Vernon.
Kyle Heck.
Thomas Hepworth Christensen.
Neil Chauhan.
Bhargav Reddy Gunreddy.
Joshua Davis.
Chris Vollian.
Caleb Brower.
Kadijotu Koliberry.
Gino Don Doria.
Gustavo Velasco.
Garrett Rook.
Connie Puig.
Christina Anderson.
Riley Liston.
Nick Stockhauser.
Rajit Tadahali.
Brennan Hughley.
Jeremy Hodgson.
Rudolph Alott.
Phoebe Sue.
Nirdosh Chapagain.
Daniel Mercado.
Eloisa de Oliveira Mariano Soares.
Nathanael Jones.
Lorenzo Pedroncelli.
Bianca Biscoff.
Brian Holt.
Holly M. Nesbitt.
Carlos Lal.
Joy Marie Spencer.
Radhika Jasia Caro.
Spencer Redden.
Audra Yoakum.
Chandra Timola.
Azhar Ushmani.
Kanapati Budanki.
V. Nguyen.
Hugo Tapia.
Russell Arvey. Derek O'Doy. Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Information Technology.
It is my honor and privilege to represent the School of Education and the largest teachers' college in the nation. Today, you will be adding your names to the ranks of over 70,000 teachers nationally, those next-gen teachers and leaders that are going to impact the kids, classrooms, and schools of the nation. So thank you for what you do and what you will do for all of us. With that said, please come forward at the direction of the marshals and you'll be recognized individually. And thank you, we are so proud of you.
Matt Robbins.
Terry Jensen.
Emily Sonderegger.
Donna Huxford.
Ediko Calzada.
Marianne Gallagher.
Annalise Baggett.
Shay Van Fleet.
Cassidy Ma.
Joey Bruff.
Carl Zackerson.
Courtney Amodio.
Jasmine Brisnehan.
Annalisa Larson.
Mary Jo Colbert.
Brittany Garcia.
Deborah Madden.
Kayla Robinson.
Lindsay Serena.
Tara Crum.
Sierra Swenson.
Amy Morey.
Jennifer Barnes.
Tiffany Wright.
Denver Smith.
Emily Mohu.
Susan Torres.
Deanna Langston.
Chloe Reginato.
Shayla Upton.
Claire Beck.
Stephanie Otter.
Alexis Holgate.
Craig Ellis.
Melinda Martin.
Angela Harker.
Haley Berkland.
Hannah Lamb.
Rachel Olson.
Misty Anderson.
Melissa Gardner.
Heidi Stocks.
Jody Larson.
Colleen Brewer.
Lindsay Weber Bowen.
Brittany Jones.
Hensley Ellsworth.
Andres Alonso Carrillo.
Ellen Nicole Allen.
Lacey Levitt.
Rabia Ogus.
Anika Talbot.
Megan West.
Lorena Levitt.
Teresa Olpin.
Rebecca Mickelson.
Pamela Leonard.
Loida Alba.
Maria Harward Hawes.
Rosemary Van Morlehem.
William Howell. Alicia Camo.
Kayla Westbrook.
Matthew Lawrence.
Patrice Gibson.
Jenny Pacalani.
Natalie Hamilton.
Jolynn Wilson.
Jessica Weston.
Caitlin Johnson.
Heather Elsmore.
Shannon Ward.
Nicole Chenworth.
Heidi Stone.
Michaela Hassett.
Sharon Hansen.
Jennifer Parks.
Jennifer Levitt.
Kelly McCoy.
Elizabeth Hancock.
Mallory Braithwaite.
Cameron McGowan.
Amanda Doman.
Lisa Bodily.
Taylor Page Hamlin.
Amy Gordon.
Cindy Vo.
Jessica Hack.
Alexandra Candage.
Jamie Cheney.
Kayla Dixon.
Chris Castro.
Wesley Dawson.
Julie Young.
Megan Keel.
Alex Sansbury.
Michelle Carter.
Nathan Gowans.
Carrie Rutherford.
Amy Athey.
Marilyn Ard.
Kennedy Nielsen.
Jill Linford.
Wright Burnett Smith.
Marin Ricks Nichols.
Brianna Dixon.
Alberia Martinez.
Myron Melovidov Jr.
Krista Hera.
Chelsea Sadler.
Amanda DeLinge.
Jerem Luker.
Angeline Johnson.
Catherine Thorpe.
Joseph Johnson.
Rebecca Westinghow.
Kristen Nielsen.
James Lockwood.
Crystal Lloyd.
Andrea Talbot.
Aliadora Sanchez.
Rachel Olson.
Jody Hutchings.
Rebecca Rasmussen.
Arlene Johnson.
Patricia McManigal.
Billy Yanbond.
Lindsay Wynn.
Megan Mergle.
Krista Gibbons.
Nicole Carroll.
Cynthia Jansen.
Madison Campbell.
Lauren Collier.
Diane Homan.
Sarah Young.
Sherry Gunawan.
Mariana Elena Godinez.
Tasha Sparks.
Natalie Clayton.
Jana Barber.
Delmi Melissa Figueroa Yanis.
Paige Lewis.
Alicia Brinkman.
Dawn Sadler.
Brianna Larmore.
Amy Ledbetter.
Ebony Upson.
Lana Isaac.
Ricky Minnock.
Jera Flynn.
Rebecca Jameson.
Weston Flynn.
Magnolia Janice Serrano Tomlinson.
Shannon Kwan.
Kaylee Brito.
Catherine Hales.
Catherine Scamma.
Amber Daneman.
Alicia McDaniel.
Megan Sanson White.
Jared Holden.
Michelle Creek.
Jeanette Cross.
Nicole Lang.
Melanie Fox.
Madeline Herrera.
Alicia Collins.
Zoe Jeffries.
Christopher Garcia.
Sheila Thomason.
Tamara Henman.
Amy Beck. Mary Emily Walton. Eileen Hargraves. Michael Anderson. Colette Davies Sweeten. Congratulations to the graduates of the School of Education.
Grateful for all of you graduates who showed us one more time how resilient you are. Let's give those graduates one more rousing ovation. Congratulations. I'm delighted to introduce to you Donna Law, who is representing our growing alumni community. In 2016, Donna completed her bachelor's degree in business management at WGU and was a graduate speaker at one of our commencements that year. Donna is also a 2022 WGU Distinguished Graduate Award recipient. She is the Executive Director of Development and Government Relations at Southern Utah University, where she previously served as the Executive Director of the Michael O. Levitt Center for Politics and Public Service. She engages in her community through public service, and as a breast cancer survivor, Donna is active in raising money through charity events and encouraging those battling cancer to be brave. Let's welcome Donna to the lectern.
Good morning, WGU graduates. On behalf of more than 285 WG alumni worldwide, I welcome you to our Alumni Association. As President Pulsifer mentioned, it wasn't long ago that I was standing here in your shoes, receiving my WGU degree. And what an honor it is, a true honor it is to be here with you today. And especially to be here during this 25th anniversary celebration. WGU provided an enriching and engaging student experience for me, and I'm happy to share that my learning and engagement with the university didn't stop when I graduated. And my hope is that that's the case for you too. After all, we are night owls for life. I invite you to stay engaged with WGU with the many benefits it has to offer through the Alumni Association, including free learning resources. You'll get the emails. I get them frequently. They're really wonderful. Career coaching benefits and much more. You'll get used to this too. Visit wgu.edu/alumni to stay engaged. Congratulations to each and every one of you night owls, and I look forward to seeing you in the Alumni Network.
Thank you, Donna. I'd like to take this moment to also recognize and thank the graduates wearing a blue and gold philanthropy cords for their generosity and support for their students and WGU's Fellow Night Owl Scholarship. Philanthropy cords are not only a physical symbol of a graduate's commitment to WGU, but they also support a legacy that will last for generations to come. Thanks to the incredible support of these alumni and thousands of alumni before them, nearly $200,000 has been raised for the Fellow Night Owl Scholarship, which has helped more than 160 students cross the finish line to graduation. Thank you for your support and in helping your fellow Night Owls succeed. Yeah, thank you. As I stand before you, I'm reminded that WGU's 25th anniversary milestone is in large part because of graduates like you. The degree you have earned at WGU will create new pathways to opportunity. But it is important to remember that commencement is not the end. It represents a new beginning. Whatever you choose, do it well, and great things will follow. Be bold. Learning is a lifelong journey. I urge you, as you continue your journey, to reach out to others in the pursuit of their dreams. Identify meaningful ways to contribute to your communities and help us create a brighter pathway for future generations. At WGU, we have a commitment to serving and uplifting our communities. I challenge you today to make that same commitment. The world needs you now more than ever. You've proven you can do hard things at just the right time, because there are a few hard things that still need doing. I'm reminded of a quote from Edward Everett Hale, a 19th century social reformer. He said this, "I'm only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do." As we close today, I hope you'll take a moment to reflect on the pride you felt during this ceremony. Thank you for letting us be a part of your educational journey and celebrate with you. As you celebrate, please share your excitement on social media using the hashtag WGUgrad. And if you'll indulge me for a moment, I'm going to take my own selfie up here. You're free to get your phone out. I'm going to ask Letitia up here with Marnie. You can get over on this side. And it would be awesome if all of you can wave for my photo. You can get right here. Awesome. Thank you so much. Again, remember to share your memories of today with using that hashtag WGUgrad. This now concludes our ceremony. Thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful afternoon.